there, it is Typically Cosplay, also known as Heavenly Sita, and I'm going to show you guys how I do my casual makeup or get ready with me. I'm wearing a shirt from Where to Waifu, a brand that is otaku and weeb related on Instagram, and I already prepped my face. I'm using some Agretsuko all-in-one base lotion, and I'm using also a dark spot corrector for like little spots on my face that need some extra care. I also already put some NYX Professional Pore filler on the T-zone of my face right here. So now we're just ready to jump in to some concealer and foundation. So I normally don't like to wear too much foundation unless it's for pictures. And I will use some concealer though because I do have dark under eyes. So for the foundation, I'm going to be using 310 by Fit Me, and it's the normal to oily skin, and it's a matte and poreless. Like I said, it's 310. Sometimes I use 238 as well, which is a rich tan bronze color, but they're both matte to poreless for like oily to normal skin or normal to oily skin, because like I have skin that's like kind of in between, like I'm dry in some areas and then I'm like kind of oily in my T-zone. Concealer, and I'm getting my thin stained beauty blender and I'm just gonna dab that in real quick. As you can tell, I just put concealer around my eyes, a little bit above my eyelids. I also put some on the bridge of my nose and on my forehead. It's just because my concealer happens to be a little bit lighter than my actual foundation. So by doing so, I'm adding some dimension and some light to where I need there to be a little bit more coverage. Now going in with my 310 Fit Me foundation, I'm going to put some on my beauty blender as well. And I'm just going with like a little dab there and just gently putting some on all over my face. For me, I feel a little bit goes a long way, especially whenever my skin isn't that bad. And like I said, normally for, you know, just for day to day, I don't really put on that much foundation anyways. I normally just put a lot on whenever I'm doing photography because I like to make sure like everything looks a lot more emphasized, especially makeup wise. So here we're getting one more dab, going in everywhere again. Same, we're going on the nose and on the forehead. I also like to make sure my beauty blender is damp. I have used dry beauty blenders before, but I feel like a damp beauty blender helps blend things out a bit better. And I always try to make sure to go around the corners of my nose because for me, I feel like my nose corners always happen to be a little bit more red. And I could have definitely put concealer around that, but it's nothing a little foundation can't just cover. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, sometimes for cosplay I do cover my mouth with foundation and then I'll like, you know, put lipstick and lip liner, but for right now it's just fine. I'm gonna go in with a NYX in Nude Truffle lip pencil, and I'm gonna use it around the corners of my mouth and outline my mouth a little. Now what I'm going to do is get an LA Colors matte liquid lip in this like peachy tone. And put it in the inner corner of my mouth. And then smack it out. Smacking out the color. Now you can just leave your lips like this. For me, I'm gonna end up finishing it with some lip gel like just some generic lip gel with the vitamin E. I feel this gives the lip a little bit more dimension, and it also gives it that ombre lip look. Now I'm gonna go in to actually conceal. Now I'm gonna go and contour my face. I'm just using this like basic as heck, well, you know, bronzer that I've had for forever. I did have a Tarte one and I don't know where it's at. But don't mock what you use. Sometimes things that you've had for a while really work well. Especially because you can see I'm hitting pan on both these, so I should probably get a new one really soon. Now what I'm going to do here is get a slightly more sculpted brush, and I'm going to grab some of the bronzier color and put it on my nose. And I'm going to get the highlight and highlight my nose. Okay. So back to what I was doing though. I'm going to get this big puffy brush again. And now I'm actually going to go with the pink. And just gently put it over my cheekbone area. Just soften up my face a little after that contouring. Because my contouring is a little bit harsh. I don't know if you can tell on camera. But my contouring has always been a little bit heavy-handed. Okay, that looks fine. I did put some highlight on the bridge of my nose, but very gently, because I happen to be very heavy-handed with highlighter as well. But right now I did very casual. Now I'm going to go on and do my eyebrows. So I'm going to be using a different palette, but by the same brand, which is like Heart Me Makeover Essentials. And I'm going to do my eyebrows. And I feel like eyebrows are always like a different technique for every person. And there's always the idea that, you know, your eyebrows should be twins, or like your eyebrows should be sisters, not twins. Well, I mean, I try to get my eyebrows to be as like close to the same as I can, and if they aren't, then I mean, it doesn't really matter because I have bangs that cover them up. But my eyebrows are always like different because sometimes I shave them off, like the ends of them, just so I can do a different shape later on, because I usually like my eyebrows to be really straight. But recently, like, I've had just very like curved eyebrows, which is fine too. Like, I mean, teach their own. I just like having shaved eyebrows at the end so then I can do different shapes, because whenever I have straighter eyebrows, I feel I can do more with my lid, because I have hooded eyes. So sometimes I feel like I don't have enough room whenever I just have regular eyebrows. So yeah, so they're not perfectly even, but I mean, they're close enough. And then what I'll do is I'll still go in there with the spoolie brush and then still brush out the front of them just so they're not as dark. Just like that. And I'm not going to wear any eyeliner or any of that stuff, so yeah, I'll show you the final result with my hair done.